in to put Cornell up 6-3.
And we did have Darmstadt as well as Cardenas warming up before this match at 197 pounds, but it is going to be Cardenas getting the nod. Darmstadt, who we have not seen at all in a while, still with a 0-0 record. But this is the bout that I have had start all week, Stout versus Cardenas. A couple of guys that are some true up-and-comers that are looking to make a lot of noise.
You have Cardenas from Kearney, New Jersey, and another one of those products you're mentioning from Bergen Catholic. Luke Stout from Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania. And these two sides both ranked. And so obviously this very important, could swing things 6 points one way or the other, because obviously one is losing the opportunity at 3 and the other one gaining the 3. So again, Luke Stout, Jacob Cardenas, your matchup here between two top 20 wrestlers.
Yeah, both these guys did a lot of winning in high school. Cardenas, 2 state titles in New Jersey, a Super 32 title, a Flow Nationals title. You name it, both these guys have champ next to their name when you look at their resumes, and very close in stature when you look at these guys. And, you know, they're ranked 19 and 18 in the country. So, you know they're very close when it comes to that talent. So I think that whoever scores first is going to start to open up a little bit more.
Luke, a freshman, 13-2. Jacob, a sophomore, first year competing, 14-4. For Stout, he's 5-0 in duels this season. Also had a 5th place finish at the Cliff Keen Invitational and a win at his weight class in the Southeast Open.
Shot from a low level there from Cardenas. Nothing doing. We're back up to our feet. Strong tie.
I'll also add in Stout. He's had an active 4-match bonus streak, 6 wins total with a bonus. But of the last 4, he's included 3 tech falls. So he's shown the ability to really get the motor going, active in his shots, and get the pair of points in bunches, if not more, from back points. But it's going to be hard to have that opportunity here against Cardenas.
Yeah, like I said, both guys very close in just how they wrestle and their styles. So, like I said, I expect the first guy to score that point is going to start to open up a little bit more. I don't really see it happening here in the first period, as they're still really feeling each other out. There's only been 1 shot so far that's come from Cardenas. Both guys just trying to figure each other out at this point.
Very similar to what we saw at 184, which again was low over Stefanik, flipping the script from 2020. They're the 4th of 10 in our dual meet here at 197.
Stout digging this underhook to his left side. Elbow C-grip to that tricep of Cardenas. Cardenas kind of anchored in.
Don't think either one's going to be able to get much out of this as the first period comes to a conclusion. And obviously decision-making processes on both sides in terms of how to begin out the period. Odds are, I think both are going to begin from the bottom, as the choice for Cardenas is first. And he will indeed start at the bottom, trying to work his way to at least 1 point here.
Nice lift and return there by Stout. Cardenas wisely back up to a base. Stout putting on a tough ride, anchored in, has this ankle hooked. It's the right ankle of Cardenas that he's got hooked right now. Putting a lot of pressure on the head, neck, and shoulders of Cardenas on top and pinching that leg.
Maybe a chance to free that right ankle if you're Cardenas, but
right toe holding up. Knee slide. Very nicely done there by Cardenas. Starting to quad pod, hit that knee with a nice knee slide, and immediately attacked hands, peeled and right up to his feet.
So the first point now to Jacob Cardenas. The winner at 184 low, he kind of just was a little bit more composed, a little bit tighter in terms of how he handled things, but there really weren't many opportunities, and that's kind of been really the theme so far. 2 points at a premium in terms of takedowns. Decision to start us off. And but right now, it still seems like both Luke Stout and Jacob Cardenas are struggling to find their opportunities for shots.
Yeah, not a lot of openings for guys like this. It's tough. They've got great defense. They've got great offense. Because if you fire off an errant shot and you miss that shot, you're really opening yourself up to be scored on. And, it's probably why they're so tight as they are on their feet, because they know that just like they are thinking, if he fires off a shot, I need to score off of that.
As you've said, really from the beginning, Ryan, it might be that first takedown that makes the difference and really opens things up. Until then, expected to be tight to the Vestas. The second period going to come to an end. 32 seconds on the riding time for Stout. So he has plenty of room to work with here, choosing from the bottom. But we haven't seen yet what he can do to escape. So we'll have to keep an eye on what's to come here with 3 points at the least in the balance.
And I tell you what, somebody's going to have to take a risk on their feet. Somebody's going to have to fire off a shot as Stout is immediately up, looking to peel hands and going to score the escape to tie it up.
That was just great explosiveness right from the whistle by Luke Stout. But obviously here is where we figure things out, tied at 1 with 1:45 left to go. Again, this is just right now the fittings of a chess match, just trying to find that one opening to have the check, which could potentially lead to a checkmate.
I tell you what, Cardenas is in a little bit more of an attack stance than Stout is here. We're going to get a stalemate. But it's, Stout is looking to kind of open him up a little bit. He's in more of a square stance. Cardenas more of a sugar foot, either right or left. And there's the shot by Cardenas, and re-attack here by Stout.
Might get close to a stalemate, and as soon as I say that, indeed the whistle comes. So 1:03 left to go.
And I tell you what, the referee is speeding up on the stalemates as the matches go on. He's kind of noticing the flow of these matches and how things need to go. So I like the quick stalemate on that last exchange when they were locked up.
If things don't change here, we will obviously have overtime coming up. Chance for maybe sudden victory, but Cardenas near 2. Stout spinning around and able to get Cardenas out of bounds. That was, so close.
Nice knee pull single there by Cardenas. Got his hips to it. Started to run it down. Nearly had Stout. Stout was trying to kick away, but they ran out of real estate. Coach Mike Gray looked at his staff, specifically Kellen Russell, that's to his right. Asked him, should I challenge? He said no, they were definitely out of bounds. So we're back to it with 25 to go. And I expect Cardenas to get right back to that knee pull single to the right leg of Stout. Looking one way, then the other. Re-attack there by Stout.
Don't think we're going to see another opportunity for these two sides. So obviously 7 minutes not sufficient between Cardenas and Stout.
So put 2 minutes back on the clock, and we're going to go to overtime here. And there's the shot that you're seeing. Trying to kick away was Stout. Looking to cover the hips was Cardenas. Dropped down to that low double, but they ran out of real estate. And as they go out of bounds, the pretty frustrated look by Cardenas. But we're back up to our feet. 2 minutes on the clock here in overtime.
Obviously, the takedown will decide. If nothing is done here in these 2 minutes, then you have an opportunity each side to ride, and the advantage in seconds will make the difference, which Stout had the favor by 26 seconds over the first 7 minutes.
So, I mean, I've seen Stout go back to it a couple of times. There's a double by Cardenas, now dropping down to a leg. He's got that second ankle, and that's going to do it. Takedown there by Cardenas. Very good shot. Able to grab that second ankle and come up with the one and only takedown of the bout was Cardenas. And as you saw the match going on, Cardenas was getting into the flow of his offense more and more, attacking legs. He fired off that double, had both legs, switched off to a single. Stout tried to kick out. As he tried to kick out this time, Cardenas stayed low on the leg instead of coming up to the hips, covered the second ankle, and picked up that takedown.
Tigers are going to need to make a move trailing 9-3, but they did have a 5-match run 2 years ago. We'll see what happens when we return. Tight one here.